This is my Road to Rank 1 series, where I take a brand new account and bring it all the way to Rank 1 in the world. Last season, I was able to make it all the way to Rank 4 in the world, but I couldn't get to Rank 1. So I'm going to be trying one more time this season to get all the way to Rank 1 in the world. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so I'm playing in the 4th position on this board over here, and I see that first player here is probably going to take the 5, 9, 10, as it's a strong or wheat. You get a 3-to-1 port. And then the second position here, it gets a lot more interesting. They can take something like the 5, 9, 10 point right over here up to the wood port, or they can take the 8, 3, 10. Since the wheat is actually kind of rare. And it leaves me in an unfortunate spot since I can see my opponents taking 1, 2, and 3. Which makes it so now as 4th position, I'm locked at a wheat. It's pretty difficult. So I have to figure out a solution, how to play a playable setup with 1, 2, 3 getting locked. And what I'm thinking is the 6, 4, 3 point left, the 4, 11 is not bad, just because it gets me that tad bit of wheat. I can also do the opposite of the 6, 4, 3 point downwards to the 4, 8, which gets me a lot more wheat. And that might actually be useful since the sheep board doesn't do that much. Yeah, this could actually be a setup where I do the 6, 4, 3 plus 4, 9, 11. And this gets me sheep, and then this also gets me the sheep port over here. Or can do 6, 4, 3, 4, 9, 11 point downwards to 4, 8. But do I ever take something like the 3, 4, 6? Okay, so shoot, I messed up. Oh, interesting. So black takes the 8, 4, 3 and points right instead. Yeah, that's another option I didn't exactly see. I have 90 seconds to figure out what the best move is. I do think the 6, 4, 3 in itself is just strong because you get the wood bricks. I definitely have to figure out a plan on how the hell do I play this position? How the hell do I win? I wonder if I take something like 6, 4, 3 plus 6, 3, 11. Is that viable of a setup? To have double wood bricks, black probably takes maybe 4, 9, 11 to get all 5 resources, or black takes 6, 4, 11. Both of these are viable. And who takes the 6, 5, 12? Maybe blue? And what does this guy take? Does this guy ever take the 8, 3? Yeah, red might take the 8, 3. And the 2, 4, 9, is that ever open also? There's a lot of space on the board. 6, 4, 11. Yeah, I could still do 6, 4, 11 plus this, but I don't like that. I think you have to take the 3, 4, 6 here. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this plus this is the best solution I can come up with in this time. And I'm going to point upwards because I should be getting the 5, 11. But this is a big concern. The big concern here is basically if red takes the 8, 3, I lose out on the brick port. And that's going to really hamper my game because I would like to, road settle on the 5, 11, road settle on the 8, 3, road settle here. That would be like the ideal position. What's going to happen is I think that red probably takes the 8, 3. Black will probably take something like 4, 9, 11 more, I think, or this. Then blue will probably take 6, 5, 12 or 6, 4, 11 and race me for the 6, 5, 12. It's a little bit ugly. I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking, which resources do I start with? I think I have to start off with the wood bricks. I wanted to start with the sheep because it's rare for me. I think I just slightly prefer having a little bit of extra wood brick. Now, obviously, I still don't have any wheat, so this is going to be overall really tough of a position. Not having wheat, barely any sheep, and specialize all on wood brick. Yeah, this is not a great position at all. I had to do this in point right. This is an ugly 4th position. It's certainly winnable. Okay, so black decided to take the 6, 4, 11 option, which I actually like a lot more, since I thought a lot of people would take the 4, 9, 11, but I think it's actually losing. Or actually, you can take the 2, 4, 9. Actually, if black takes a 2, 4, 9, I actually don't think it's that bad, because you get that starting or, you get 3 points of or, split, or, you get the coordinated forwards. But 6, 4, 11 also makes sense. So yeah, I like that by black here to do this. 8, 10, fascinating. That's so much extra sheep. Interesting. Now, I wonder if red takes 4, 9, 11 here. Or does red take the 8, 3? Yeah, these are the two main options, this plus this. That means I'm going to actually be in a race against black for the 5, 6, 12. Okay, cool. So basically, red makes a deal with me saying, are you willing to trade a starting wood to not go in this spot? Cool. Great. So this is the road settle here. And I get a sheep. Great. Man, I can't help but think I probably should have asked for wheat instead. But the non-block, I think, just, he blocks me in the 6 break. And I really do want to keep that. I think it's fine to take that trade here. So red also rolls a starting 2. Like this guy rolls a 2. And I think that the spot I really need to secure here is actually the 8, 3. I might have made a mistake that. I should have got their future wheat. The future wheat instead of the non-block. Maybe it's a little too greedy of me. I was just thinking that there's going to be a lot of extra wheat by black over here, which I don't actually need. And because there's all that extra wheat, I don't actually need that much. There's a lot of moves here. There's road settle here, which is not bad. There's road here, or can do 2 roads to this spot. I think going to this spot is actually pretty good for me. The 8, 3 with the brick port allows me to upgrade this. And it gets me a lot of extra sheep, and I can road settle here. I think this is fine. Just dropping a single road. But I wonder if maybe dropping that second road is a little bit better. But I also want the backdoor out of being able to road settle here on this spot. Sheep might actually go through for him to settle. Okay, cool. So I'm going to give red this wood for ore, which gives them the settle here in the 5-2, and they give me their future wheat. This makes it so I can potentially road settle here even faster. So this is good for me. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. Yep. Now red gets the coordinated 5s, but also got to be careful. Am I making red's position a little too strong? Sheep for that brick. No, I don't think I can take this yet. So this is the settle here. Nicely done by black. This is a great spot. And I also have to be worried about not getting plowed. So 3 rolls. And this is where red owes me their future wheat. So I still need that wheat in this spot, but let's try to see if I can, red doesn't actually have this yet, but I can still just go ahead and drop roads to, yeah, red doesn't have this. So this is an interesting spot since I would like to empty out my hand if possible, but I think the best move I can do is simply just this. Just drop a road here. And I have to hold, I think. I mean, I could try to reduce my hand size a little bit just by dropping another road in the 5-11. That's not a bad idea either. But I also think, like, am I leaving too many hanging roads on the board? Potentially. And so I have to wait for another 6 in order to settle. And I have 3 and 6 rolling. Yeah, I'm going to do this. It slows me down for sure. Okay, but I think I had to do that because if any 6 or 3s put me over, essentially, which I really don't like. And I'm still hunting for that wheat trade with black here. The biggest fear, right, was black being able to cut me off to the 5-11, which I think they would certainly like to do, just because it's more space, it destroys me as a road competition. So that's why I really wanted to defend this spot, in addition just to reducing my hand size. So they drop the road here, getting the 3-1 port, which makes a lot of sense, since they have all this extra production. Looking for the 9. I think I have to drop a road here no matter what. It's a little bit ugly. But I've also got to really worry about blue, because I have so many hanging roads. Like, this is, like... Blue can road building me here, road building me here. It's really dangerous for blue because as soon as I settle, blue actually gets to plow me. I also want to keep my bricks because as soon as I get in the brick port, it lets me to settle this faster. And I just need to defend myself from getting plowed. So I have to hope that they don't have a road building. Oh shoot, I also have to dodge year plenties too. Okay, so I decide to spend that. That's great. I'm waiting for the 9 to roll, or any trades, of course. Night card. Let's see. I'm glad if he steals from me, that's great, since I would like to get under. Okay, he decides to steal from black. 12 rolls. Interesting. I really need a 9 to roll so I can get that future trade from red. Okay, they settle on this 11-12. Black's doing very strong. Let's hope for a 9, or I'll even take a 4 here. 9, perfect. And I think I have to do a brick. Yeah, I have to do a brick here. Perfect, cool. And this way, everyone wins. So now I get this brick port. I think my next priority should be to actually settle here because I need to make sure to not get plowed by blue. And so if I get plowed by blue, that's just really, really bad. And I have to defend that since I know the 5 just rolled too. So that's the only thing I can do is just defend. Oh no. I mean, red doesn't plow me yet, but they can also get close. There's too many hanging roads makes you very vulnerable to getting plowed. And now you get the 4-for-1, right? That's ugly. That's really, really ugly. Red traded me a 1-for-1 for that wheat and then that 4-for-1 for it. So it's like, was that trade to give me that future wheat really that worth it? I don't think so. So 5 rolls, more roads for red. A little scary since red has a bunch of wood brick in hand, and they also have a sheep, and also 4-for-1 for this. So they can actually cut back to the 5-11. But I don't think they actually ever do that. I think if anything, red would simply just road set on the 6-2. I think it's a little bit better for them, just because, you know, they're on the wood port. But they can always extort me. So 11, let's see. And at 5 cards, I have to simply just pass. I mean, I can try to do something like this for wood wheat maybe. I can try that like this. And this defends my 5-11. Yeah, I'm willing to take this. Okay, that doesn't happen. So I gotta be very scared here. Uh-oh, okay, cool. When red has 4 ore in their hand, I think they're a little bit more incentivized to try to pour the wood for the city on the 5-9-10. But also, I did give red the super strong position. There hasn't been too many 7s rolled, which is unfortunate because usually, you know, we need the 7s to try to balance out the game. But anyways, red settles on the 5-9-10. They're still doing very strong. 6 is rolled. Okay, I'm gonna just, yeah, cool. I'm gonna say this just for non-block, and I'm just basically writing I can trade brick for non-block in anticipation of black rolling a 7. So they decided 4-for-1 for a D. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna make his life easier. Yeah, I might do sheep for non-block since it should be on the 10 ore for sure, right? Okay, well, they decided not to take it with me. That's fine. I don't actually like the 4 brick. I think it's a 10 ore that hurts red the most. But I guess from their point of view, it's like, oh, we gotta hurt 2 people, right? But I don't think it's actually correct. In this spot, I think I have to simply defend this 5-11. I need all my settlement spots. So it sucks to do this since I want a city on the 6-3-11. That's a spot I would really, really like. But I think this move is necessary to port to settle. And I'm simply just going to go ahead and do it with a bank here and just simply go on the 5-11. And this is great for me. I get on this 5 brick now. So now I have multiple brick spots. And this is going to be my last settlement spot. So I think the way I win this is I need to settle, city this up, and then take road or get largest army. And this position is actually not bad at all for getting army. which seems weird. It is still hard. It's harder to compare to red, but it's still not a bad setup since I have a bunch of sheep and all these bricks are extra flexible cards. But I think the play here is to go for road. The problem is that we're going to have some fierce road competition between black and I. And that 4 rolling and being blocked is really ugly just because every single time, they get 2 wood and the wood is black's limiting factor. Yep. It's a little, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And the 10 rolls, I can't but help but think black is a very similar but mirror position to me. We're both on a lot of wood bricks, both about to drop all 5 settlements, but black has a wheat and I have the sheep. But they have a little bit stronger of a position compared to me, I think. And also, I've got to be worried because after I settle here, I don't have any other settlement spots except for the 6-2. So if red takes a 6-2, I'm kind of screwed in this game. Okay, cool. I was going to try to offer red insurance, but it doesn't matter too much. It all worked out for everyone. Wood for ore. Maybe we can do something like this plus for 2 cards, or do brick ore, something like this. Yeah, I think it's too good. The wood for ore, it's a good trade, but the problem with this is I don't have any wheat to support that. But maybe I can try to do wood for ore and then trade 2 sheep for 2 wheat. That's not a bad idea either, but I have to anticipate getting that 2 sheep for 2 wheat. I'm hoping that red gets robbed here since I do think that they're in the strongest position here. And I think it's worth blocking the 10 ore, or the 9 wheat even. But I'd be a little surprised if they rob me, but not super surprised. Just because I'm the road competition. But I think the main person to worry about is red really. Wow. Okay, the 8. Oh, what? Okay, that's fascinating. I really wouldn't have thought that would have happened. Interesting. I think I'm going to do something like this to port for a wheat, then I can fight for road later. But I want to settle here, city this up, get myself to 6 points and then take road for 8. See if I can try wood for wheat. Well, black says yes to this. I think I'm just willing to take this just because it's giving me the settle. It's just too good to let up. Do I want to drop a road in this spot? Because I have to fight for road eventually, right? What's my road path going to look like? My maximum road length can look something like this, where I loop all around. Got 9 roads. And it's going to start off with something looking like this. But I can't wonder if, I'm thinking, in that spot, is it even right to actually drop the road since I want a city in this spot? I want the 6-3-11. I think we have a little bit more time than we think. A wood for an ore? Okay, I'm willing to take a wood for ore here. Just because, yeah, I'm close to the city and I really want to try to get that city. But, okay, should be black here, good. But they've taken under, which is the problem. Now, I do have a 3-1 port now. So now any 4 or 5 gets me a city. 3 is also very good for me. I mean, I gave red that 3-1. Maybe that's a little too good. Blue has army here. Okay, that's 8 points for black. They're doing pretty good themselves. But the last few points are going to be a little hard unless they draw a VP. I've got to dodge a 7 really badly. Ooh. Okay, let's hope for a good roll here. 9. Okay, let's try to do something like this. Cool. There we go. This way I get a city and red is actually able to plow black here. Cool. I'm just going to make sure and I'm going to city this spot up. I wonder if this is actually the correct spot to city. Yeah, this is fascinating. Do I city this spot up if I know that this is going to be blocked forever? Or do I city a spot up like the 6-4-3, doubling down on the 6s because I need the 6s to roll? I'm going to do 6-4-3, which seems a little bit weird, but I think I have to do this because I have to fight road from black. I'm going to hold just because I need to save it for roads, but I don't know if that's actually right. I think buying a dev card right there actually is a little bit better. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to give red this spot. Okay, cool. The 5 rolls. Roads for red. I've also got to be careful that red can take road themselves. I'm still wondering who the long-term threat is. That's good for me. So I buy a dev card in this spot. Just drop a road here. Yeah, drop a road here. Black says yes. I'm going to do this. Now the question is, do I actually settle here for 7 points, which when I take road now puts me at 9? I think so. And I connect all the way up here. I wonder if maybe sitting this up wasn't correct because now I'm super concentrated on a bunch of wood. Yeah, I think this is fine, ignoring the VPs. Yeah, doing this and then settling. I think is better move. Yeah, since if I can take road, I have these, right? Yeah, if I can take road, that puts me at 9. I also have ore to set myself up for the last point. But I'm wondering, I don't think this is actually the right city. I don't know. I think the 6-3-4s, both of these are pretty strong. I'm just, okay, how many points of wood versus brick do I have? It's like, what, 9 plus 1, 15? Yeah, since I'm able to take road long term, theoretically, if I can try to, okay, there's the 2 roads. Ooh, there's this. So I need to try to take road by plowing this area and also connecting. Okay, this is a little more scary, but worst case, it can always get fed by the table. But I think the table needs to understand is that as soon as I get 9 points, or as soon as I take red, I get to 9 points. So it's, and black still has a pretty tough path to victory. Okay, let's not roll 7. 6 rolls.
So now I think the move is 1, 2, 3, 4 roads. I got to do this for sure now. And then this allows me to connect long term. And what's my longest road path, right? I've got 7 more roads. We're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4. I like cutting this off since I have more space to. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, there's not enough time to think about this, but I think this is just the best road path. So 1, 2, and then 3. Then I just do this and I get the last one. But I can't help but think, is porting for wheat probably better? It could be, since porting for brick feels a little too inefficient. But I think this is the best move there. I also wonder, in that spot, maybe it's better to simply... No, I think this is fine. Since that now I'm at 9, right? When I've got ores, I think that's a fine move. It's a fine move. I should just be getting robbed. And I've also got to be very afraid of red here. I'm hoping that he takes the wood instead of the ores. Yeah, he solo blocks my 6. That's unfortunate he stole the wood. And now this is where I'm starting to wonder, like, since I'm quadruple on the 6 wood, maybe the city here is much better. Since this brick is a free card, I get 2 ores on the 3s. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about red, but there's not too much I can do. Since this, Yeah, this is bad, this is bad. Wait, blue. Oh, no, we need blue to buy dev card. Yeah, this is ugly. So they're trying to get road back, which is unfortunate. So what's the problem here is that both of us are going to keep burning resources, and red's going to win. Okay, they traded with blue instead. That's better than red trading. Actually, yeah, it's much better that blue has this. Good, okay. Takes road back. And we're probably going to go... Oh, shoot. Yeah, this is going to go to the battle of the 15 roads. Yeah. This is going to go to 15, I think. I think I might about to block this or this. Probably this, just to maximize the pain on red. But I also want to block the 5 wood, which seems weird, but I want to just decrease the amount of wood there's on the board for black to be fed. But I'm going to do this just for maximum pain, just because I don't want them to buy devs, because we're on a time limit. If they, play 1, buy 1, then they take largest army, and then they're just very close to winning the game themselves. And of course, the only move I can do is just drop a road here, and that's pretty much it. But I don't know if that's actually the right move. I think I have to spend the cards, but what the downsides of the move is that he has a 50% chance of stealing the ore. Okay, so I got lucky there. Yeah, that's not good. This is bad since red buys a dev card now. The mistake I think last turn that happened was blue needed to trade with black on blue's turn. Since now they buy a dev card, red takes army, gets the 9 points, and there's no way to stop them. Oh, geez. Okay, but this is not good. That's not good. They're passing too quickly, and red's at 14 cards. This might just be game. That's bad. Unfortunate. I need a 7 here. 7. 5. Yeah, so the critical move right there was blue passed a little bit too fast, but also, and they need to hold army. But also in blue's position, right? They're only at 3 settlements, so it's impossible for them to win the game. So it's a little tough. The only thing I can do is this, to take road. But yeah, unfortunate position. This is the plight of taking road. The 7 here would be good. Oh, that's bad. The 9 just came in all at the end. Dang it. Dang, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and red definitely has enough to take the army here. It was really well done by red to balance things out. It's like, 23 cards, of course. Wow, with a victory point, nicely done. Yeah, I guess they're pulling just for fun. They're buying 3Ds. Okay, now they city up. Nicely done. Ah, unfortunate. Okay, so I wonder, red played this game overall very well. They balanced out the road players, making sure that, black had roads to build, and then I had enough roads to build to take away from black. I really tried my best to set myself up as much as possible to city up, and so as soon as I take road, I'm at 9 points. But maybe I could have taken the alternative option is to get to 8 points solid first, and then, if I take longest road, I win the game. The problem with going to 8 points solid is that your opponents can't help you take road, because, if you take road, well, you win the game. So that's why I wanted to take the approach of doing this first. And I'm not sure the city decision actually mattered that much. I'm not sure if it would have changed anything. If anything, I think red needed to be robbed a little bit more inside of this game. There's a 1 block on the 8 sheep that was a little bit puzzling. I think blue should have never been robbed in this position. They were robbed 2 times, I think, or 1 time. Yeah, blue shouldn't have ever gotten robbed that much. And the person I think who's really dangerous here is red by far. Just because essentially they have largest army on lockdown, and blue's not a real largest army threat. It can't actually hold largest army. And black and I are really strong road competitors, but we're just going to continuously burn roads. Even if this game went on for several more orbits, what would happen is between black and I, it's actually whoever builds 2 roads first, because they only have 15 roads, and if I build 2 roads, then I lock black out at a longest road. So we still have to build those 2 roads, and then we have to go ahead and then hold enough cards to get the city. So the path to victory is a little bit farther than I thought. Overall, this is a really tough 4th position where you're forced to play wood brick, but I think that the setup played out relatively well. If several more 7s were rolled, if red got blocked and jacked a little bit more, I think that the chances that black and I would win would increase. And in this position, we can either, rob and destroy each other, or we can try to rob and destroy red, which gives more chances to black and I. But also, on the last 2 orbits, there's a bunch of 9s that rolled, and red was, super doubled up on the 9s here. There's a 9, then 9, and then another 9 over here. And also, they're also doubled up on the 5s. No, the orbits went 9, 5, 9, 5, 9 to close out the game. So there's a really powerful last orbit for red. And I think it goes relatively close before then. And if you look at the dice stats, it's like the 5, the 9, and it just really accelerated them to be able to close out the game faster compared to anyone else. But in general, as soon as red takes the largest army, I think they're just really well set up to take the game because, army is much harder to lock up and they're at like a solid 9 points, while black and I still have to fight for the longest road. So overall, like a really fascinating game, and I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.